Here is your updated Instagram Reels tutorial. Here is your updated Instagram Reels tutorial. Basically everything you need to know to create a reel within the Instagram app step by step. What's up everyone, it's Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help you grow your brand. So give a little love tap on that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest tips and tricks I have for you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to this video shoutouts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want to shout out in one of my future videos, be sure to screenshot yourself watching this and tag me over on Instagram stories or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the description down below because I value your time and you already know why you're here. So let's get into it. Starting with the basics, to start creating your reel, you're just going to swipe like you are going to post a story. At the very bottom, it'll probably automatically put you on the stories mode, but you're going to swipe over to Reels and now you're set. If you don't know what you're going to record, what I recommend doing is scrolling through the Reels tab to listen and find audios that stand out to you. Sometimes I don't even know how I'm going to apply that audio to my niche. I just save it if it makes me laugh, or if I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I just save the audios because I'm sure I'll use them down the road. So let's start with that.
Okay, sure, I look like this right now. But if you send me one text that says something about mimosas or brunch, I could be ready in like 5 minutes.
Okay, that's a good one. So I'm going to click on the audio. Now, two things to note here. On the bottom left, you see where the audio is kind of scrolling. To save the audio, you're just gonna click there, save it. But you also wanna pay attention to, there's an arrow that's going up at a diagonal. That means this sound is trending or up and coming as a trend. So that's a good one that we might want to save and use. Just a good thing to note. Save audio. Perfect. Now that it's saved, we can keep scrolling and go back to our saved section. Or if you had an idea right away, you're like, I'm just going to do this on the fly, you can go to use audio at the very bottom. The audio will be ready for you to use. Boom, shakalaka, record your reel. We're going to keep scrolling so I could show you how to get to the other saved sections. So this is a good one to use.
You're getting distracted again. You got dreams to chase, not people to...
Oh my God, ew, David.
Ew, David. Ew, David. Ew, no, David.
Oh my God, ew, David.
Ew, David.
Have you ever tried this? No? Well, why don't you try it? Have you ever tried this? No? Well, why?
That's a good audio. There's potential there. There's an arrow, so it looks like it could be a trending audio. I'll save it because when it says, have you ever tried this? I could probably do, have you ever tried this? And it says posting reels daily, something like that. So we'll save that audio and go back.
But when will I see you again?
Oh, never, never.
Another one with the arrow. And I have heard that audio a few times. So that's a good note. When you've heard an audio more than twice, it's like, okay, that's probably trending. Let's start using it. Now that I've saved a few audios, we're going to start with the creation part, walk through a few of the basic functionalities with Reels.
Goodbye.
So we're gonna go home, swipe, Reels. Starting with the basic functions here. My tools are all on the left side. You can switch it so that they're on the right. So at the settings icon over here, it says camera tools, left side, right side. Depending if you're left-handed, right-handed, or your preference, you can switch it around. And with Reels, what I like to do is have this turned on. So this saves Reels to your device. As soon as you post a reel, it'll automatically save that copy to your camera roll so that you can recycle that, use it on TikTok, etc. Of course, it'll have the Instagram Reels logo on it, but there are ways you can remove those. Now going over the other basic functionalities. If it's dark, you can turn the flash on and off up top. This is the audio icon where you can choose from a list of audios they're giving you, or you can access your saved audios. Here is the duration of your reel. You can set your duration to 60, 15, or 30. When you're setting your duration, it's important to pay attention to the audio you've used. For example, if we go over to my saved audios, let's say one of these are 30 seconds long and I want to use the entire 30 seconds. I don't want to start my reel with a set 15 duration because then I won't be able to change that once I've started recording. Okay, so this is a longer one. If I set my reels at 15 seconds and I choose this one and I start recording, you can see the timer up top. It's counting me down 15 seconds and I won't be able to add 30 seconds onto that. So that's just something to be aware of. Next, we have the speed. I probably always keep my speed at 1x or 1x because I never really need to speed up or slow down my videos. A common question that I do get asked though is how to create those time lapses where you're moving really, really fast or you're doing a task really fast. The way to do that within the Instagram app is adjusting this to the 4x speed. That way it'll capture you for a long period of time. I typically don't use this feature within the Instagram app. If you want to do a really long time lapse, you can use an app called Hyperlapse. That's the app that I use instead of using Instagram. Typically, I leave this on the 1x speed. I also know of a few people who will slow down the audio if they're having a hard time keeping up with lip syncing to a specific audio. You know, you pick the audio and you're trying to say the words along with it. If you're having a hard time keeping up with that audio, you could speed it down so that you could say the audio slower. I know of a few people that have done that, so there's a little hack for you. And then down here, this is the timer so that you could count yourself in without having to press record and have to go right away. You're able to set a timer to 3, 10 seconds, and set timer. Once you press the middle button here, boom shakalaka, you can take a step back. It'll count down 3, 2, 1. That's a timer for you. All right. Next, at the bottom, you have your filters. A common mistake that I see people make with filters is that they use different filters on every single one of their videos, and that makes it harder for people to recognize you and your brand. So I try to stick to maybe 1 or 2 filters that I'll consistently use on my videos so that when people see a video from me, whether my face is in it or not, they immediately recognize the color scheme or that filter as, oh, hey, it's Millie's video. So make sure to try to stick between 1 to 2 filters that you absolutely love. They're as natural as possible, and that's my tip for you. I have a list of common mistakes that I see people make when creating and posting their reels. So after this video, if you want to see a list of common reels mistakes, then go watch this video right here. What I'm going to explain in this video is how to record reels within the Instagram app. I know there are a lot of different types of reels that you can create. Now, of course, on the bottom left, you have the option to upload. This is a feature that I don't use often. I typically use an outside editing app to piece together all of my videos. If you're wanting to make a reel that's simply piecing together multiple photos or videos from your camera roll, then I recommend doing that on an outside editing app simply because it's way easier than the current editing functionalities that are within the Instagram app. If you're looking for a great, easy to use video editing app, the one that I've been using a lot this year is called CapCut, which is also the sponsor of today's video. When I was first introduced to CapCut, I was mind blown because I feel like every video editing app you either have to pay for or they have watermarks on their videos when you save them. So far, CapCut is the only video editing app I've found where you don't have to pay for it, there's no watermarks when you save it, and all of the features are available to you without having to pay. Plus, my favorite part about it, which I'm sure many of you will love, is that it's available on both iPhone and Android. CapCut is a free all-in-one video editing app that is really easy to use so that anyone, yes, even you, can create incredible videos. If you're interested in trying them out the next time you edit a reel or a TikTok, then I'll be sure to leave a link down in the description below. All right, let's make a reel. Gonna go to the audio. We're gonna click on saved because these are all of my saved audios. Okay, I'm gonna do this one because it has kind of 2 parts. You have the girl that's like, goodbye, and the guy's like, when will I see you again? So it has 2 parts, which typically means I want to record 2 versions. I want to record the girl where maybe I'm dressed up and I'm wearing a dress or something fancy, and the other one where I'm a little bit more casual in a casual outfit and I'm the guy's part. So it's like this dual back and forth. I'm recording 2 characters. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So you have your audio selected. We're gonna select the timer because right now we only want to record the girl's part.
Goodbye.
But when will I see you again?
Oh, never. Goodbye.
But when will I see you?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
That's good. So basically I'm just dragging the bottom half or the right half of the timer to where I want it to cut off. This does not have to be precise because you can always trim clips afterwards. For example, I'll show you, maybe I didn't get it exact.
Goodbye.
But when will I?
You see how the guy's part was still in there? We're just gonna show you that. Maybe I wasn't able to set it exactly where it needed to be. I'm gonna choose my filter. Wow, I'm glowing now. Maybe I'll face this way for the girl and then this way for the guy so it looks like they're talking to each other. This is kind of as best as we got because I want to make sure you can still see my phone. You have the timer. Now, when it goes to count down, you're gonna wanna say goodbye before the timer stops. There's this weird lag that'll happen on Instagram, so it'll probably take me a few tries to get the timing right. I prefer getting the timing right. I think it helps step up the quality of your reels a lot, so it might take me a few tries.
But when will I see?
You see how I started before? I don't know. Let's see.
Goodbye.
But when will
Oh, that was pretty good.
But when will I?
Goodbye.
Now I'm gonna trim it
Goodbye.
But when?
and stop it before he says, but when will I see you again? Trim, gonna turn this down. So what I did was here on the bottom left, there's this little arrow where when you click on it, it'll go to all of the clips you've created. And you could delete the clip if you want to try it again, or you could trim it, which is what I was doing. I was trimming the last half of it, so it cut off the part where he said, but when will I see you again? We press trim, done. Now we could do the next part where we're gonna select the timer again. Although I want to show you this other tool here, Align. Align is really great for transitions. That's going to be a future video that I will teach, is Reels transitions or TikTok transitions, where if I was doing a transition maybe where I changed outfits, I press Align to see where my last clip ended, and then I want to align my face as best as I can in the new clothes. I start it, boom, shakalaka, I'm in a new outfit. So the Align tool helps a lot with those cool transitions. We're not gonna use it in this video, I just wanted to show you those capabilities. We're gonna select filters. I was using California, timer.
But when will I see you again?
Oh, never, never,
Never.
never.
But when will I see you again?
Oh,
Set. Remember, you always wanna start the audio before you hear it. It's weird. So I'm gonna face this way now.
See you again.
oh, never.
I don't know. You didn't even hear half of what he said, so I don't know if this works.
But when will I see you again?
Oh,
But when will I see you again?
That was pretty good. That's good for this video.
oh, ne-
But when will I see you again? But when will I see you?
Trim.
But when
Oh
will
my
I
gosh.
see you again? But when will I?
Done. And then timer,
oh, never.
never.
Oh,
Set timer, filter, and then I'll do the last bit.
never.
I don't know.
Bye.
But when will I see you again?
Oh, never, never.
So something like that. This is so cringy, oh my gosh. Once you have your video all done, there's a few options up top. You have the save option. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna save it right away. Before you put it in your drafts, save it right away. Yes, saving without audio is fine. You have the audio saved anyway so that you could upload that clip, attach the audio, it'll be fine. But Instagram glitches a lot. Sometimes your drafts magically disappear. And so you always want to save it before you start the next reel. Save a copy. Here you can adjust the audios. If you uploaded from your camera roll, you could adjust the original audio or the added audio. You have here where you can record a voiceover. This is great for like walkthrough tutorials. I do that sometimes when I'm teaching the transition tutorials. You also have the filter, you could adjust the filter there, adding GIFs, captions, all the things. You can draw just like everything with stories and add text. With text, let's talk about adjusting the duration. Goodbye. That's what she says first, so I just put goodbye in quotes. Done. And then on the bottom part, you see a little circle that says goo. You're gonna click on that and now you're able to adjust the duration for how long that text will last. What's pretty cool about the Instagram app is, I don't know if you could sometimes feel this with your phone. When you're dragging the duration of the text, Instagram's update, your phone will vibrate a little bit once you've hit that little teeter part where it goes from one clip to the next. So as I'm dragging, I can feel my phone vibrate that says, oh, that was the end of that clip and the start of a new one. So that's kind of what I'm using as my guide. And then it says, but when will I see you again? Now for the text placement, the first one, I want that text placement to be visible. So let's get rid of this one for a second. Text placement. You see those blue lines that are guides. So this tells me this text is centered. If I go down, it'll tell me, hey, don't go further down than this. If I go to the left, it'll tell me, hey, don't go further to the left. And something to note, even when I go right, there's those blue lines. Try not to cover your text with the like, comment, or share icons on the right because those will show up on Instagram and your text will be covered. So I try to keep mine centered and down to the bottom. I see you again. Boop. Set duration. Make sure it's not going too low. See you again. And then she says, oh, never, never. Boop. Done. Easy peasy. And then I also save a copy with the text, just in case. You never know. So I have one copy without the text, one copy with the text in my camera roll, and it's fantastic. When you're going to post, you're able to choose a cover. There, that's my cover, or import a cover from your camera roll. Typically, I just choose from the video. Crop profile image, this is a really fun feature where you can make sure the text is still in, or if your head's chopped off and you don't want your head chopped off because you're keeping it in your feed, you can adjust the profile image that way. Fun fact, this has to be the last thing you do before you post, because if you crop profile image and then change the cover, the profile image that you just saved will get messed up. So for example, you see how this is how I saved it, done, cover, and I changed the cover to this. It's all changed and now I have to reset it. So that's just something to keep an eye out for, tagging people, adding location. Bonuses, if you're monetized, you can choose bonuses so that you can get paid for your reels. Advanced setting, adding the paid partnership labels. That's pretty much the basics of posting your reel. When you post, always publish it to your feed. That will increase views, hopefully plays, because it's sending it to your current followers first before pushing it out to the explore page. If you don't want to post it right away and you want to keep it in your drafts, at the very bottom you have the save as draft. And to get access to your drafts, you'll go to your profile, go to the Reels tab, and right here you will see a list of all of your drafts right there. You can select and upload them whenever you're ready. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hug that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss when I post my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye.